Happy Sunday morning. We're going to get started. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I've been hearing about people experiencing COVID fatigue. I guess that's when we're just getting really tired of this. But one day at a time, and we'll get through it. So we'll spend the next hour or so trying to just open up the body so the body feels good, and then get our mind kind of a little more quiet and settled so that we can feel emotionally a little bit better. So we're going to use a strap today. If you have a yoga strap, let's put it together so you make a loop. If you are just using a belt or something else, then I will show you how to modify. So let's just put that next to us for now. And we're going to start laying down on the back and just take a few moments here to settle in and settle down. So check in, notice what you're feeling today, notice how you're feeling. Take a few really nice, deep, exaggerated breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth. And then as we continue to breathe deeply, the nervous system starts to relax. You might even feel the back of the body just feel like it's kind of melting down into your mat. And then just let the front of the body feel as light as possible. So just the gentle rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Relaxing the muscles in the face. Relaxing the space between the eyebrows, letting there be space between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. You can gently rock the back of the head left to right to release the neck. And then just let the shoulders come down away from the ears. So maybe you take your hands and just extend them away from you and then place them down so the neck feels long. The shoulders feel relaxed. Feel the space between the shoulder blades down on the floor. And then from here, we're gently going to hug the knees into the chest. So the knees are going to draw into the chest. You can rock left to right a little bit. Maybe make some circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And then let's just gently take the feet up towards the ceiling, and we'll take the arms up and back. So the hands, tops of the hands are reaching for the floor behind you. Shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. You can point and flex the feet and ankles, making some circles. So just seeing how you feel here. You can soften anything. You can soften the knees. You can soften the shoulders by bending the elbows. So we'll take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest. Option to lift the head and bring the forehead to your knees. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. And then two more just like that. Just getting the body used to moving with the breath helps keep your mind connected to the practice. Exhaling to hug in. And last one. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees into the chest. We're just going to take both feet down to the floor, have the feet mat width apart, And just a gentle left to right with the legs. So you can let your hands either rest on the rib cage, or you can let your hands rest by the out to the sides. Just a gentle sway left to right, starting to loosen up the low back a little bit. Feeling the tops of the thighs lengthen as the knee reaches away from the hip. So you can let your whole low back come off the floor as you twist and open. And then we'll come back to center. Feet are going to go a little bit closer together, and we're going to reach for your strap. So we're going to take the strap. If you have a yoga strap, you'll take the loop around your back at the upper back. So you're going to put your head through and the arms through, and the right foot goes in the loop. Try to have your tail going down, the tail of the strap, so that you can pull the strap to tighten. And then just pause here. We'll let the left leg go straight. The right leg is reaching up towards the ceiling. If you're just using a belt or a strap that's not in the loop, just gently hold the hands on either side of the strap. But if you do have a yoga strap, then just let the arms go here. And we're just going to take a few really nice deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Maybe when you inhale, you soften the leg a little bit, and then as you exhale, you can just push the heel a little bit higher up towards the ceiling, or towards the sky if you're lucky enough to be outside in New Hampshire. Bottom of the foot is pressing into the strap. Take a nice full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to soften the right knee. We're going to bend the left knee here, so the left foot is on the floor, and then let your left knee open to the left. This is going to help us stay grounded on the left side. We're going to let the right leg reach over to the right. So you can start off with a soft knee, taking a nice full breath in, and then as you exhale, maybe you can begin to push the bottom of the foot into the strap. So you're opening up the inside of the hamstring, the inner thigh, the outer hip, trying to keep the left hip grounded down. And then once we put our body into this shape, let's just breathe with ease. So nice full breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth. Finding softness in the areas of the body that might carry tension. Through the hips and low back, find a release. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's just soften the knee. Bring both knees back to center. The left leg is now going to go straight again along the floor. Soft right knee as the right foot just starts to reach over to the left. You can take your right hand and place it right onto the right hip, kind of pushing the right hip away from you, so you're getting some length here. And then maybe try to straighten the right leg. Maybe it doesn't go straight today. That's okay. You don't want to feel any pain in the low back here. Just if you're feeling tightness all along the outside of the right leg, that's good. It's a really tight area of the body, the IT band, so we're going to keep the right shoulder down, the right hip down, and just reach. You're just gently reaching that right foot over to the left. And find that deep, easy breath. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. One more nice full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, soften, bring the leg back to center. Let's let the right knee bend and come into the chest. You can make some circles with the right foot. Just kind of relax that right foot. And then opening up the right hip a little bit more here. We're going to take the right knee over to the right. So you're opening up through the hip. You're going to keep the left leg straight if you can. This is getting deep into the left hip flexor. You can stay right here and just draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Or you can hold on underneath the knee and start to lift just the foot and the calf, keeping the thigh down, lifting the foot. Or you can hold on to the ankle or the outside of your right foot. And then just pause here. Taking a nice full breath in and a full breath out, just trying to ease the low back, ease into the hip, relax the shoulders. Maybe your right toes move towards the space behind you a tiny bit. So the different positions that we put the body in open up different areas of the body. So this is a hip opener. We're going to come into a figure 4 after this, and this is also a hip opener. The hip joint has a lot going on with muscles and bones and tissue and fascia and the whole joint. So just getting into it from different angles, and once you get there, you just breathe. So we're going to take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, we're going to bend the left knee so the left foot comes onto the floor, and then you're just going to place the right ankle over the left leg above the knee, and then reach for the back of your left thigh. Tilting the legs to the left a little bit, draw your left knee into your left shoulder. This is also a hip opener, but a very different part of the hip. More in the seat, more in the space around the sciatic nerve near the low back. So just pause here and breathe. Relaxing through the shoulders and neck. And then letting go of tightness and tension in the hip and the back. We'll take one more full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to drop the left foot down to the floor. We're going to keep the right foot where it is. Gently just let your legs drop over to the left. So maybe your right foot comes down to the floor. It doesn't have to. It can stay up. But maybe the foot comes down to the floor, and you can take your left hand and support your right ankle. So you can hold on to the right ankle. And then just let your right arm reach all the way over to the right at shoulder height. Maybe take your right knee and press it a little bit more forward. If this is too deep, you can let go and just let your right leg stack on top of the left and stay in the twist that way. So just see how you feel here in the hip. It might be too much. Maybe you just take your foot off and their foot is on top of the leg. So that's a little less deep. But still, we're taking the hand on the ankle if you can reach, and then drawing the right knee towards the front of the room or towards the lake if you're in New Hampshire. And then breathe. Take a full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to release the right foot first. Let the right foot come down to the floor with the bent knee. Bring the left knee to join it, and then hug the knees into the chest. Let's take 3 breaths together here. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, Hug the knees in. Okay, we're going to take the right foot down to the floor. Left foot is coming into the strap. So just pausing here for a moment. You can let the right leg go straight. That should feel good after we work the right leg a lot. Let that relax. You can take a nice breath in as you soften the left knee, and then as you exhale, maybe you reach the leg a little bit straighter. You can adjust the strap tighter or looser, however you feel. And then just close the eyes and just be here in this pose, trying to relax. Low back stays grounded down. Find some ease through the neck. Take one more nice, deep, full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the right knee so the right foot comes onto the floor. And you're going to let your right knee open to the right. Soften the left knee as the left foot reaches over to the left. And then just pause here, maybe straightening the left leg, maybe keeping it bent if you need to. Let the weight of the right leg keep the right side grounded down. Relax the shoulders. And then just breathe here. Eyes can be closed. Breathe in through the nose and out of the mouth. Inhale deeply here, and then as you exhale, bring both of the inner thighs towards each other. We'll let the right leg go straight along the floor. Soften the left knee as you reach the left foot over to the right. Your left hand is going to come onto the left thigh, gently pushing the thigh. So this is from the hip, just a little bit forward, and then just kind of leave your hand there to support it. Left hip stays down, the left shoulder stays down. That left leg is reaching over to the right. Maybe it's trying to go a little straighter. Making sure your breath is flowing with ease here. Side T-band can get really, really tight. As soon as I come into this pose, my breath immediately gets short. I almost want to hold my breath. So just working a little bit harder to keep that breath flowing with ease. We want to release tension, not let tension build up because a pose is a little bit hard. So take one more full breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's bring the leg to the center. Release the strap, hug the left knee into the chest. You can let the left foot move around a little bit. Keep the right leg straight along the floor. I'm just going to reach the left knee over to the left. And you can stay right here. You can reach underneath the knee and lift the foot so the bottom of your foot is parallel to the ceiling. Maybe you can reach for your shin or your ankle, or maybe you reach for the outside of your foot. So it's up to you on where you want to reach here. We're just starting to draw the left knee down towards the floor on the left side of the torso. The left foot is flexed, shoulders are relaxed. And just notice what you feel here deep in the hip joint. Maybe your toes move towards the back a little bit. So even though you're holding on with the left hand, trying to let that left shoulder get tensed up. Relax the left shoulder. Relax through the neck, open through the collarbones. We'll take one more full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's bend the right knee. The right foot is going to come onto the floor. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right leg above the knee. And then gently draw that right knee into the chest. Tilting the legs over to the right a little bit. If you draw the right knee in towards your right shoulder, you'll get a little bit deeper into the seat and you'll feel that. Again, keep the shoulders relaxed. Breath flowing with ease. And let go of any stress, worry, tension. Just let it go here. Just be right here with your practice, with your breath. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, let's release the pose. We're going to let the right foot come down to the floor. So if that felt way too deep when we went to the other side, you can take the left foot right off the right, feet are together, both legs drop over to the right. If that didn't feel deep and it was okay, left ankle is crossed over the right leg and the left foot reaches for the floor. Your right hand can come onto the left ankle. If that's a little too deep, you can lift the foot and place it on top of the leg. So you can just step on the leg, your right hand can come onto the left ankle, and then the whole shape of your left thigh and the knee just gently moves forward. So you're really opening up the low back here. Try to keep the left shoulder down. So please don't worry if your left foot is not on the floor. That's actually a little deep for me on this side. So I'm going to bring my foot up onto kind of right above the knee on the thigh. And just moving the left knee forward a little bit, using your right hand to hold onto the ankle. The left hip moves away to open up that low back. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to lift the left foot first. The left foot comes onto the floor with a bent knee. Then bring your right knee to join the left knee. Hug the knees into the chest. And then we'll rock left to right a little bit. And you can either rock to one side and press yourself up to sit, or you can rock front to back and roll yourself up to sit. Once you come to sit, we're going to come on to hands and knees. So feel free to put a blanket under your knees if you need a little extra support. We can move the strap out of the way for now. We might use this later when we're at the end, so you can have it handy. Okay, so coming on to hands and knees. The knees are underneath the hips. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Let's take 3 breaths here, moving the spine with your breath. So as you inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin, but soft elbows here so you can really open up through the chest. And then exhale, tuck the chin, push the floor down, round the back, tops of the feet pressed down. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck and round. One more time, just like that. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck and round. We're going to come to neutral spine here. Left foot is going to go back. Toes are down on the floor. Right hand is going to reach towards the front of the room. Shoulders release away from the ears. Then we're going to lift the left leg. So pausing here. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw your belly in towards your spine. Back foot is flexed, all 5 toes pointed down. Shoulders are relaxed. Able to breathe with ease here as we strengthen the muscles around the spine and in the core. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down. Left toes go straight down. We're going to pivot your right foot to the right. Roll to the arch of your left foot. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. You can stay right here. You can lift your left foot. You can bend your left knee and reach your left hand back for your left foot. You can see how that feels. Getting a little stretch to the quad, the top of the thigh. And just breathe here. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come on down to hands and knees. We're going to drop the forearms down. We're going to place the right foot back and the left foot back. You're in a forearm plank. So if this causes any pain in your low back, drop the knees, drop the tops of the feet, pull the belly in and up, but still relaxing the shoulders. If you want to come up and you're feeling tight in the low back, maybe just lift your hips a little higher. So pause here and breathe. A really important way to protect your low back from stress and injury is to have a strong core. So this is your core. Try to lift the chest so it's not sinking down in between the arms. Nice flowing, easy breath. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the knees. Hips are gonna sink back towards your heels. Child's pose. So you can have narrow knees, you can have wide knees, just let the big toes touch. You can let your arms reach way out in front, or you can let the tops of the hands rest down by your feet. Try to have your forehead grounded down on something. So if your forehead does not comfortably touch the floor, then you can stack your fists. As you breathe in, feel the length in your spine, opening up around the lungs. And then breathe out to completely empty. It's really good conditioning for the lungs to breathe at full capacity. And pretty much the only time we do that is when we consciously breathe. Coming back up to center, we're going to make our way onto hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. And then we'll just take those 3 breaths again, moving the spine just front to back, keeping it nice and neutral. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, doesn't have to be big. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Inhaling, drop and open. So just seeing where you need a little extra awareness. Maybe it's the neck, maybe it's between the shoulder blades. And then just pause there for a second and then release. And then we'll come back to neutral spine. And we'll take the right foot straight back. Toes start on the floor. Engage the core. So pull the navel in towards your back. And then the left hand reaches towards the front of the room. Relaxing the shoulders. And then we're going to lift the right heel. If you need to leave the right foot down, you can. You don't have to have both lifted. Breathing with ease. Relax shoulders. Strong core. Try not to let your belly sag down. You want to pull it in so the back is flat and strong. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right toes go straight down behind you. Pivot your left foot to the left, roll to the arch of the right foot, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, you can lift your right foot, and maybe you bend your right knee and you reach your right hand back for your right foot. So breathing deeply. Any little movement you want to make here. Take one more full breath in. And then as you exhale, come on down. Hands and knees back down onto forearms. Send the left foot back, then the right. Belly is in strong. Okay, changing this up a little bit. We're going to drop the knees and drop the hips just for a moment so that you can reset your arms. Your right hand is going to pivot in towards your left elbow. Let that come down. Lifting up the hips again, curling the toes under to lift. We're going to roll to the outside of your right foot, inside of your left foot, and lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. You can drop the hips, lift the hips. See how you feel. A little bit of movement here if you want to. Finding some strength, finding some balance. Draw that belly in. Take a deep breath in. Then we're going to switch sides. As you exhale, left forearm comes down. If you don't have to drop the knees, you don't have to. Rotate. Left hand goes in. Roll to the pinky side of your left foot. Big toe side, arch side of your right foot. Right hand lifts. If it's too much, you can drop the left knee. But hips are lifted. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, come on down, child's pose. Anything you need to do with the arms, feel free. Wide knees, narrow knees. Reconnect with that easy breath. Relax through the neck and shoulders. when you're ready, we're going to come up onto hands and knees. And we're going to step the right foot forward up between your hands. So the right foot is coming forward up between your hands. If you have blocks and you want to use them, you can have your hands on blocks framing your front foot. So the right knee is over the right ankle. We're going to curl the left toes under and see if you can lift the left knee. Your feet are hip width apart. If you need to drop the knee down, you can. So nice strong legs here. Nice easy breath. The left hand is going to stay where it is. So it can either be on a block or on the floor. You're going to start to turn your belly, rib cage, and chest to the right, but pull your right hip in. Right hand can reach up towards the ceiling here. And breathe. So thighs are strong, legs are strong, but an easy breath. Take a nice full deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down to the inside of your front foot, drop the left knee, relax the top of the left foot. Turn your right toes to 2 o'clock, roll to the pinky side. So you can stay here, you can sway left to right, you can come down low onto your forearms, you can bend your left knee and reach your right hand back for your left foot. You don't have to. So just breathe. We put ourselves into these shapes and then we just breathe. Don't worry what the shape looks like. There's no mirror and there's nobody else in the room. Well, maybe there is, but I'm not there. So take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's release. The right hand comes down. We're just going to pull the hips back. Let your right leg go straight. Toes are down. Don't worry about what the rest of the body is doing. Either your hands are reaching for the floor, maybe they're on your hips, maybe you're upright. You just want to have both hips faced forward, lengthening through the right leg. Just for a moment here. So it doesn't matter how it looks, just how it feels. You want to just pull the right hip back. So we opened it deeply and now we're just kind of recentering, reconnect. So we're going to do a similar pose but now standing than what we did on the lunge. So the right foot comes down to the floor. Pull it back so it's right underneath the right knee. Your left hand can stay on a block if you'd like, or on the floor. Curl your left toes under. Right hand is down to start. We're going to lift. So you're up on the right foot, flexed back foot. Left hand is down for support. And then if you'd like, we're going to turn to the right. So nice flexed back foot, belly, rib cage and chest to the right with the right hand lifted. You can turn your head to the right. Belly is in strong. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down, left foot comes down. Hands move back where your feet are. Right foot reaches all the way back. So you come right into the low lunge on the left. Pause here for a moment. Right knee can stay down if you need some more support. Otherwise, right hand stays down. Start to turn belly, rib cage, and chest to the left, but try not to open anything here. We just want to keep the left knee over the left ankle, hip draws in, and then the left hand can reach up towards the ceiling. Strong thighs, strong muscles around the joints, around the hip joint, around the knees. Relax the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly bring the left hand down, right knee comes down, top of the right foot comes down. Turn the left toes to 10 o'clock, roll to the pinky side. So you can stay right here, swaying left to right. Maybe you come down low onto forearms. If that feels good, you can stay upright. Maybe just placing your hand on the inner thigh, the inner knee. Maybe you bend your right knee, left hand can reach back. So just see what feels good for you here. Just a little bit of movement, keeping things moving and fluid. The breath flowing with ease. Strengthening, lengthening, and releasing tension. Take one more full breath in. And then as you exhale, the left foot will face forward, and then just walk your hands back. Let the left leg go straight. Relax the head and neck. It's okay if the back is rounded. Toes can stay down. They can lift up. Just take a moment here to have a straight leg coming straight out of the hip. And then we'll bend the left knee so your left foot is on the floor right underneath the left knee. Both hands are about a foot in front of your left foot. Curl the right toes under, push off with the right foot. So stay right here if you want. You don't even have to straighten the left knee. This is really good for the bones in your standing leg and the joints. So if you want to work on balance a little bit more, maybe you just lift the left hand. If you want to come into that full revolved half moon pose, you can turn your torso to the left as you take your left hand up towards the ceiling. So you can keep your gaze down, you can look up, just wherever you want to be here. Nice strong left leg, flexed right foot, belly is in. Again, this is really good for the bones. Weight bearing on one limb helps build bone density here. We're also working on some balance. Take a deep breath in and then exhale. Left hand comes down, right foot comes down, left foot steps back, drop the knee, right foot back, drop the knee, child's pose. Relax through the neck. Relax through the shoulders. Lengthen through the spine. Reconnect with your breathing. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up onto hands and knees, shift both feet to the right, come down onto your left hip. Send both legs around to the front. Have the soles of your feet together. Nice tall spine as you hold on to the shins, and then fold over your legs. So you have a nice big diamond, your heels are far away from your seat. Lengthening through the spine, the hips, the back. Just let the head hang heavy. Pausing here to breathe. Take a moment to go inside. Close your eyes. Check in. Take a full breath in, and then as as you exhale, slowly make your way back up. We're going to take the strap and undo it. So if you don't have a strap, don't worry. I'll teach you how to modify at the end. We're just going to be doing a bridge pose. But if we add the strap, it feels really good. So it's a little confusing. So I'll go through it a couple times. So we're going to have the feet on the floor. And you have your strap. And it's not in a loop. Your strap is going to go over your lap. Okay? So strap is on your thighs. You're going to bring the strap, both ends, underneath the legs. You're going to take your hands around to the top. So now I have the two straps. I'm going to cross them. So now I have an X right in front of me. Okay? Then I'm just going to let each end of that strap go around my shin. Then the strap is behind me. Okay? I'm going to do it one more time. Strap on the lap. Underneath the legs. Have your hands come around. Now you have each hand holding on to an end of the strap. You're going to crisscross the strap. You have an X in front of you. See my X? It's an X. Then you let each end of the strap go on your shin. Pull your hands back. Okay, now scoot your seat a little bit more towards your heels and lay back. Okay, so if you're all tangled up and you hate this and it's horrible, then you can just get rid of the strap, have your heels drawn into your seat and your hands by your sides. If you have the strap, we're going to lift the seat as you're holding on to the strap. If you have low back tightness or pain, this should feel really good. So now you're feeling the resistance at the shins with the strap, and then you can spread the legs, but they're not going to go. So just kind of resisting the strap with the thighs as they energetically move out against the strap. Hip is lifted, shoulders are relaxed, down. So again, if you're not using the strap, hips are lifted, palms are down on the floor. We'll take a deep breath in here and then exhale, just lower the hips and relax the hands, but don't let go of your strap if you have it. Pause here a moment. And we're gonna go up again. So we're gonna go up 2 more times. So bridge pose is really beneficial for the low back, and it also really helps with your metabolism because it brings your chin into a chin lock at your thyroid gland, which helps regulate the hormones in the body. So anyway, and your heart is higher than the head, so you're bringing oxygenated blood to the brain. So it's a great pose. If you want to use the strap, great. If it did nothing for you, then just let go of the strap. Otherwise, inhale, lift. So hips are lifted, feet are planted down. Just use the resistance of the strap to release the low back, to kind of check in with the low back. This encourages the shoulders to stay down away from the ears. Just about 3 to 5 breaths and then come on down. Rest and relax, and then we'll just do one more in a moment. This one I'll show without the strap. So if you're done with the strap and you didn't like it, palms can be down, feet are parallel, and you just inhale and lift. Bringing the chest towards the chin. Shoulders away from the ears, tops of the thighs open and strong, knees pointed forward. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, slowly come down. We'll draw the knees gently into the chest. We'll come out of the strap here, just moving it out of the way. Gently draw the knees into the chest. Rock left to right a little bit. Make some circles. This is helping to neutralize the spine now after being in that little back bend. From here, we're going to come into a full happy baby pose. So you can think about your hips and your low back here. So modified is just lifting the feet, flexing the feet, holding on to the backs of your knees, and drawing the knees down towards your shoulders. You want to go a little further, you can hold on to your shins or your ankles. And then the full expression is holding on to the outside of the feet. Let your shoulders pull down so that the center of your back is on the floor, the space between the shoulder blades. Press your low back down into the floor by tilting your tailbone forward a tiny bit. And then feel free to rock left to right. And just kind of letting go of any last bit of tightness or tension in the shoulders, hips, and back. Soften the muscles around the face, relax through the neck and throat. And then from here, we're just going to release happy baby. Let the hands and feet float up towards the ceiling. Soft elbows, floppy wrists, soft knees, soft ankles. Let the blood flow down the arms and the legs. This is increasing the blood flow to your internal organs, your digestive system, as well as bringing the lymph fluid down the arms and legs towards the lymph nodes in the groin and the underneath the arms, which helps release toxins in the body to process the toxins. Take a full breath in through the nose, and then as you exhale, just float the feet down. We'll take the arms down. You can let the legs go out straight for Shavasana if that feels okay. You can always put a cushion or a pillow underneath the legs. You can keep the knees bent. Let the palms face up. Let the shoulders relax and close the eyes. So let your breath just return to normal. So you don't have to worry about consciously breathing. Just let the breath go. Relax the forehead, the space between the eyebrows and the jaw. Soften and relax through the neck and throat. Let go of any tension around the shoulders and the upper back. Let the arms just be out to the sides, supported by the floor beneath you. Palms facing upward and fingers gently and relaxing to curl in. Feel the rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Let go of any last bit of tightness, tension, soreness, pain in the low back. Let it go. Let the hips feel light and relaxed, as well as strong. And then just relax the legs and the feet. And then bringing to your mind's eye, think about what you are grateful for during this pandemic that you might not have had that experience or that relationship, just something that you're grateful for, that you have now that you might not have had if we weren't going through this pandemic. I know sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the pain of it and the stress of it when we watch that people are sick or people are dying, but for yourself, just to try to fill up with a little bit of hope and positive energy, think about the opportunities that this has given us to either hunker in and stay home a little bit more, focus on ourselves a little bit more, or our families. So we can't necessarily change the situations that we are in, but we can change how we react and how we respond. So just trying to find that little positive twist. And then slowly and gently, let's just take the back of the head, roll it left to right. You can begin to move the hands and feet. You can begin to deepen your breath. And then slowly and gently take your time moving the body out of Shavasana, and we'll come together seated. So just take a moment here to sit with the crown of the head centered over the shoulders, over the hips, a nice lengthened spine, open hips, open around the heart, and a clear and open mind. We'll take the right hand over your heart, the left hand over your right hand, and remember that we are all connected. And not only are we here with each other, but we are here for each other. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste.